All right, guys, the first 48 hours of the tampering period, the unofficial start of free agency, is where most of the big names fly off the board. But there is some benefit to being patient and letting some guys fall into the cracks. This is a list from ESPN of the best remaining free agents. You mentioned Rasheed Walker a second ago, Tyvis. You have Kyler Murray, Jawan Jennings, Taylor Decker, Stephon Diggs, Joey Bosa, go Bucks, and Jaquan Brisker, the safety still out there. Guys, is there a benefit to letting those big guys come out and then finding value in days 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of free agency? Or is anyone signed from this point on more in the Jack Stoll, nice depth piece?
No, I mean, these guys are all going to be starters this year. You're talking about, I mean, there's still some good players available.
You just hope that the asking price come down. That's kind of
right.
You're
I mean, but
for.
Every guy on this list is going to be, I mean, maybe Kyler Murray's not going to be a starter depending on where he goes, but I assume he's going to be. If he goes to Minnesota, he's going to be a starter. And that's the rumblings. All these other guys are going to start somewhere. So there's still value.
Yeah.
Depending on what you got to pay these guys. I mean, it's, you know.
Will the Browns be a part of it?
I don't think the Browns will sign any of those guys.
Anybody on that list they'll sign. No, I don't.
The Browns have not done anything at wide receiver.
I know.
Which tells you it's probably coming in the draft.
That's right. And for once, they got to draft somebody. One of those first 3 picks, if not 2, have to be wide receivers.
Yeah, I would probably,
I think that's a
got to do
conclusion.
That,
yeah.
What are they going to do?
But, yeah, I mean, there is always value in, I don't even want to say second-tier free agents because some of those guys are first-tier free agents.
I told you the free agent I want, and he ain't going to cost that much.
Who's that?
That Westbrook dude. Nick, what is it?
Yeah,
Nick Akeem
Mr. Touchdown
Westbrook.
from 2 years ago.
I take him.
Yeah.
I take the guy. Hey, what is this? What is he like? 6'2", 6'4", 6'3", something like that?
Should we give every height?
He's listed on Pro Football Reference at 6'2".
6'2", yeah. I'll take that.
Big guy.
Outside guy.
Yeah.
Take the top off the defense.
I mean, the guy had just the one bizarre season 2 years ago.
Guess what we need? Just one bizarre season. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Well, bizarre seems to happen a lot around here.
Yeah.
You know, there's a name, by the way, that's still a free agent that the Browns won't sign at this point, but
Christian Kirk.
Remember Monday we came in and I was like, hey, Albert Breer said Chris Paul, a name to keep an eye on. He's going to get a contract of a can't believe.
Haven't heard his name.
Has he been signed?
Still out there. He's number 13 on the
great
free
Chris
agent
Paul.
watch list on ESPN. Hollywood Brown, a receiver who's still out there.
Yeah.
A couple other names.
I don't think the Browns are going to sign any more offensive linemen. I mean, they've added 4 guys. They're going to do some in the draft.
DeWand will still be here as a backup, you would think.
You still got DeWand and Whippler.
Whippler will be
That's
here.
6 offensive linemen.
Zinter might be out of time.
Zinter
Levinson's here.
Levinson. I don't know. I'm not counting those guys.
Levinson's under contract for 2 years. He's on the roster next year.
All right, so
he's here.
That's 7. And then you're going to draft 1 or 2 guys. So, I don't know that Zinter's not definitely on the team.
No, I don't.
But they're not going to sign any more free agents. I'd be surprised if they signed any more offensive linemen.
Zach made the point yesterday that the Zack Zinter selection has cost the Browns $35 million in guaranteed money for Zion Johnson and Elgin Jenkins. Because that was one of those 2 spots. They drafted him to be a Bitonio or a Teller replacement, and can't get on the field.
Is he really that bad?
He must be.
They just signed 2 guards over
That's
top.
incredible.
Yeah. I mean, he was supposed to be close to a lock coming out of Michigan.
Yeah. That whole offensive line was really good that year.
I
know he got hurt by Mike Hall. Mike Hall actually hurt him in the game.
And I thought he stinks too, coincidentally enough.
Hey.
2 of the worst Andrew Berry picks.
We don't know that. He was hurt last year.
I think we know it.
We don't. He got you glimpses. Can I at least get this year?
I'll give you 1 more year.
Thank you. Is this like Shador? Can I at least get this year?
A position we haven't talked about that I do think there's still some names of at least relative interest is the running back position. We know Judkins should be back.
I'm talking myself into Jeremiah Love. I know it's not going to happen, but go ahead.
Possible. I don't hate
crazy
that.
like Lions.
If they said that, I would not be all the way. I wouldn't be mad.
I don't hate him.
You're your Gibbs and Montgomery backfield.
But there are some free agents and once again, Jerome Ford's a free agent. So they could bring.
Yeah,
Jerome
he's
Ford
garbage.
back.
Come on.
But right
Go-
now it's just Quinshon Judkins. Some
Yeah,
other
give me the
names
free agents at running
I mean, you
back.
got Dylan Sampson. He's gonna be here.
I want to talk
But you're not
to
going to
Samson.
as your only 2 running backs. There's never been a team that just carried 2.
No, but I'm just mentioning he will be back.
Fair.
Right. But go ahead.
Rashad White, who you mentioned, Bull, as a guy you liked the other day.
Yeah, he's not bad. I like Rashad White as a number 2 back. He was good in that role for Tampa. Go ahead.
Brian Robinson.
No.
What's wrong with Brian Robinson?
His skill set is kind of more like Dylan Sampson, isn't it?
No, it's more like Quinshon Judkins. He's a thumper.
Brian Robinson's a thumper?
Yeah.
I must be confusing him with somebody
The
else.
dude who got shot that played for the Commanders
yeah?
last year, he did his
Yeah.
year with the 49ers.
I don't like him.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him no scat back.
I'm misjudging him. Go ahead.
Najee Harris.
He coming off of an Achilles tear
Nah.
where Justin Herbert had to leap over him to run the play.
Yeah.
He went to do play action. That man fell down. He just jumped over him like that. ran the play.
You got a couple other names. Miles Sanders, A.J. Dillon, Raheem Mostert,
No. Those are,
Hey, shout out
Raheem
my boy,
Mostert's like
Raheem.
40.
Austin Eckler,
No. Shot.
He is 40.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson.
That's who I was thinking of.
That's the dude from what was he, the Patriots last year?
He was also with Washington.
Yeah, he was.
He used to be on Washington.
Nah,
Yeah.
he is that. Yeah.
That's who I was thinking
Yeah.
of. The other Washington back. I didn't realize Robinson was a free agent.
He did one. He
He's
got
kind of been a
traded.
disappointment, though.
He was fine 2 years ago.
Yeah.
with-
Washington's
with
got only
Washington.
one running back on their roster.
Oh,
They're possible Jeremiah Love.
Jakrowski, Merritt.
What they call him?
whatever the hell his name
Bob?
is.
What is it? What they call Bill?
Bill, yeah.
Bill.
Why do they call him Bill? I don't get it.
When he was a kid, his mom called him Bill because Jakorski or something. A coach called him Bill. Jakorski was too long. They called him Bill, and he just became Bill.
So the coach was too stupid to say his
I
real
don't know if
name?
it was a coach. Somebody called him Bill as a kid,
Oh,
and
okay.
he just became Bill.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb,
Yeah.
They ain't doing
Nick
that.
might be done.
They ain't doing that.
Joe Mixon.
he's
They
done.
ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Any other name? Kareem
No.
Hunt.
They'll be getting them out of the
Oh,
draft.
no. Kareem Hunt.
This will be coming out of the draft.
Yeah. The only guy that makes sense is Rashad White.
Well, I guess there is. You got the 2 running backs from Penn State. You got the guy who also was at Notre Dame.
You can always find a running back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Fourth
can get him out the draft.
To me, Rashad White is the only interesting guy in the running back group that's a free agent. Like, he could be a good number 2 back.
I mean, you technically have that now. You got a good 1-2 punch if Samson just is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Which the offensive line wasn't good last year. So,
That's true. That's
like,
fair. It's a position. I mean, obviously, with the upgrades on the offensive line, wide receiver remains a huge need. We've talked about quarterback. We'll see what happens there.
I just want them to get a leader in the receiver room. Like, I just don't think Jerry Jeudy is a leader.
No. Is Tate?
Tate is a pro. Like, he's just a pro guy.
Do you
like,
know
as far
him?
As
I can't remember how well you know
As far
him.
as of leadership, we did some
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah.
As far as leadership goes, like, I don't think he's like a vocal leader.
Yeah, okay.
But he just he's one of those dudes that you don't have to worry about. He gonna handle his business. He gonna
Right.
make sure that he's ready to go. That's him.
Right.
Like, he's been like that since the first day he got on campus. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a pro. Like, but as far as like vocal leadership, guys that people follow, I'm
Yeah.
not 100% sure.
That's not his bag.
Yeah. So
necessarily.
and I feel like that room is missing that. Like Jarvis Landry.
Right.
We need that type of presence in the receiver room. And
He's doing a podcast now.
is it good for him?
Everybody's doing a podcast.
Jarvis and Jarvis was mean mugging.
I
in the
did.
picture.
I saw a clip the other day of him,
Yeah.
but I don't remember who.
Can't
was
remember
on
who
it.
the
Let
other
me-
player was.
But and that's the thing. Like some of these receivers, like I don't know any. Like the only strong personality out of them ones he shows, Diggs.
Right.
And
But is he a good leader for a group? I
know he could turn you up. He probably have them turned up. I don't know if it's in the right way, but they'll be aggressive for sure. They'll definitely have some aggressiveness
Yeah.
to them.
it's going to be fascinating to see what the Browns do because they need more than one guy at wide receiver.
Yeah.
They need a number 1 wide receiver, But I think they also need a number 3 wide receiver in my mind. I know a lot of people are hoping that could be Isaiah Bond or Cedric Tillman.
I just think
don't
him and
believe it.
Shador had a nice little connection.
Right. But I look at him more in that that 4th receiver role. Guy comes in occasionally, like.
Because you think he's a gadget guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see, like, what's his name? The guy who was on the Niners, he came here for 1 year, got hurt.
Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin. I see him in that type of role where, like, I'm not running him out there 50 plays, but I use him occasionally to get a, deep ball, and I just don't think he's an every down guy. But I certainly could be wrong. You think he could be better than that?
I mean,
what's his upside potential?
He was projected with a 3rd round pick.
I don't know.
He was good in college. He just had the situation that messed him up.
Yeah, I think he was around a 3rd round pick. Was the projection.
I think the talent's there. You got to remember, like, you watched the guy last year that played with no OTAs. I don't even think he had. Was he here for training camp? I don't think he was.
No, I think he came.
So like he was learning everything on the fly.
Yeah, I mean, he did a decent job, but we'll see.